Hi everyone, here I am, Danielle, on a water-only fast to not really cure my breast cancer, but to um, really just help my body with kickstarting all of its systems so that all of my systems can be healthy. It's been 17 days and I'm just still kind of like, ugh. But I'm actually feeling a lot of joy because there was a guy he started his water fast the same day as me, and he had to come off of his water fast today because he had some stuff happen where he just needed to end his water fast, and I still feel pretty good. So yeah, so I'm just keeping on. A little bit of an update. So I'm still doing my water enemas in the morning, and that's been going well, as well as a water enema can go. And my weight, I'm down to 108 pounds today. So, I haven't lost a significant amount of weight. I actually talked with Dr. Goldhammer at True North, as well as another seasoned fasting practitioner, and they both told me that I shouldn't go more than 10 to 20 days because they said that I would become too emaciated. So I feel really good that I'm on day 17 and I'm not like super emaciated quite yet. I don't think I'm gonna go past the 21 day mark, but yeah, I just feel good that I'm not a walking skeleton yet. Let's think. What else is there? So I've had several conversations with my doctors about detoxing because I really truly think that I have something weird going on with my liver. I really started just to become this like kind of angry person during my pregnancy, and I just kind of thought it was hormones, and maybe it was, but I couple that within my acne with all these other things, and I'm just like, there's a good chance that there's something weird with my liver, that my liver needs detoxing. And so first of all, what I did for my IV today was I went back to the poly-MVA and the glutathione, which is supposed to help really support lots of things, but especially my liver. And I had them reduce my glutathione. I thought I had 1,000 milligram dose the last time I had it. If you recall, on day 6, I vomited after a couple of hours after having poly-MVA and glutathione. But then they actually confirmed that I was given 2,000 milligrams when that happened. So I did what I think is 15 grams of poly-MVA today, and then I did 1,000 milligrams of glutathione. And I feel great, and I actually think I can feel something kind of happening in my intestines / liver area. So that's interesting. Although part of the conversations that I've had have been the detoxing, and it actually kind of boggled my mind for a moment because the doctor today told me that the actual detoxing of most of my body's stuff will actually start happening when I'm refeeding, which really went against what I had thought, because everything I've heard about fasting and how the cells kind of go through autophagy, and how the healthy cells protect themselves while any unhealthy cells and unnecessary cells kind of die off, and that those that die off, gets eliminated. But two things about this. The doctor said that it's almost like, yes, the toxins are getting eliminated from these other areas, but it's almost like they're getting packed in boxes as if I was moving my house, right? It was almost be like as if I packed everything in boxes and I went and piled them by the front door, but we didn't actually take them out yet. Yes, some of them might get taken out a little bit or whatever through like our urinary tract system, but otherwise like most of them are like waiting at the front door, such that when I go through the refeeding process, then they get eliminated. And he said he actually has more people kind of have maybe some adverse reactions when they're in the refeeding process, when the detoxifying starts. So that was point number one. Point number two is, when I think about this, at first I was like, that doesn't make any sense. That goes against like everything I have heard about fasting, and I've read lots of books, I've watched lots of YouTube things, blah blah blah. And yet when I think about it, it does kind of make sense to me. And the reason is, you're not pooping, right? I'm water fasting right now, and yes, I'm doing a water enema every day, and I can feel like, so there's like, you know, your colon goes up and then over and then down, and on the down part over on the right side, like that's where it's next to your liver and your gallbladder and all that. And I can feel that the water that goes all the way over there, like when I go to release it, the initial water that's coming out of the left side is clear, and then the water that's coming out on the right side is like more of like a dark brown. So like I'm definitely like moving some things out, right? However, it just makes some sense to me that there's a possibility that what the doctor's saying makes sense, that, you know, you're not really eliminating things, because when you're not eating, you know, your body is not producing fecal matter. So maybe that's like part of the transport mechanism to get all this stuff out. I don't really know. It's an interesting idea either way. And then I think about some of the people that I know who have seen like really great results from water fasting. I'm like, well, you know, it's not like I make up. Like, is it possible that they didn't get tested like while they were in their water fast? Maybe they got tested and had diagnostics done after the refeeding, possibly, you know, I don't know. Either way, it's hopeful for me that, you know, maybe there's more tumor lysis that will happen when I'm in the refeeding stage. We'll see. And if not, so what anyways, I don't care. I also feel a lot of hope, you know, because gosh, like, I guess just not eating for 17 days, like, I'm just kind of at this, like, place where I want to have this, I don't know, emotional breakdown sometimes, where I'm just like, like, especially when it comes to food, like, I just feel resentment, because, like, I'm the kind of person that when I went to the water park, I would maybe eat some french fries and a salad, and or I'd bring my own food, because I eat healthily. And I don't do that. Like, I made up, no, not only because I was like, oh, like, I don't ever want to get cancer, and I don't ever want to get these diseases, but also because, like, I just feel better, I feel lighter when that happens, you know. But right now I'm just like, I don't know, like, I keep having this thing of like, why didn't I just drink the wine and eat the popcorn when I was at the movie theater, you know, like, and it's hard for me not to like move into grieving about the food, as well as like wondering, like, not only do I really have to do this like thing with my food moving forward where I'm like really strict, or can I just maybe like try to learn how to free flow a little more and not really care so much? Maybe that's more my problem. Maybe I need to just be more relaxed. I mean, I was anyways. I mean, sometimes my husband and I would go out and get a margarita and eat fajitas, you know, and it was fine. So like, I just don't know. And then I'm like wondering, like, am I strong enough? Am I strong enough to make those changes? I keep telling God, like, I'm willing to go to any length to do God's will, whatever that is. But like, I need help. I need God to give me the strength to do it. I need knowledge of His will, and I need strength to do it, because man, I'm just struggling so much right now. That being said, and then there's also the thing of like, you know, while I don't feel like I'm gonna die from this, like at the same time, I'm just like, man, like I really also want to be wise, you know, because I want to stay alive, because I want to help raise my children to be in alignment with the universe. You know, there's a lot of people that are not, and I want to raise them, and I want to like possibly help them and their children to like raise lots of people that are in alignment with God and God's will in the universe, you know. And my husband, you know, oftentimes like I help connect my husband to the divine, you know, by being connected to the divine myself. And then I also want to do that for other people, like once my kids get a little older and a little less high maintenance, you know. I'm just looking forward to serving God however I can. Like I have a great will and reason to live, and I want to, you know. So what I've been doing anyways, I decided today to look at this website called radicalremission.com, and they actually have a database in there where I can go and search like breast cancer persons, and it's people that have stories about how they used multiple tools in order to, you know, go into remission or cure their cancer or whatever. And that has been really, really hopeful and beneficial for me. There's so many different stories of so many different people that did it so many different ways, and I'm just like so thankful to God. I'm just like, you know, I'm going to take the power out of these doctors' hands, and I'm going to put it in the hands of the universe, because like that's where the real healing starts. One of the stories I read also that was like pretty profound to me is this lady, she was actually going to get a mastectomy done, and then when the doctor went in to like do the thing, basically he found that her lump was like full of fluid, and so he just stitched her back up and dismissed her. And it makes me think a little bit about my situation, because not only was I breastfeeding prior to this, so there was a lot of fluid like in my milk ducts, you know, but also the fact that in some of my other videos you can see that I have been able to like squeeze fluid out of my actual ducts. So I just am like, look, like I don't know what's going on in there, but it seems like this one doctor didn't want to take this woman's breast off because her love bug was, you know, a water bug, and I feel like mine's kind of watery too, probably, you know. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm just taking it one day at a time right now. My intuition really, you know, my husband is so wonderful. He's like really trying to like problem solve this, like what is it that we need to do to like fix it, you know. And my intuition just tells me that the most important thing that I need to be doing right now is capitalizing on joy. So my husband and I are gonna take a dance class together, like, you know, ballroom dancing when I get back. I would love to go to a class that has lots of people, because I'm such a people person, but they're all like they all start at 6:30 or 7 o'clock at night. When you have a baby, like, it's just not really super feasible just yet, like maybe in a couple of months, but not quite yet. So right now, at least, we're just going to do maybe some private lessons every other week when I get back, and I think that could be nice. And we're thinking about just trying to spend more time together, doing more joyful things, and trying to find things that, you know, bring us joy. Maybe we're going to go play golf carts or whatever. I don't even know. Like, I'm like not that kind of person. I'm such a chill, like, my idea of fun is reading a book. So I don't know. So I'm just, but like, and I'm going to take my daughter, I think, I'm going to take my daughter once a week to the hot springs on the days that they require bathing suits. Yeah, so I don't know, like, I'm really feeling that, like, the joy thing for me is going to be huge. And I don't feel like that can be, I can't regret that no matter what happens. So anyways, thanks for being here. Thanks for checking in on me. Dave 17, still drinking water, still feeling good. Yeah, thanks for being here, and please pray for me.